What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trials Halftime right here on the Crucible Coliseum, part of the SNTR network. Coming at you guys a little bit early this week because I wanted to give a little bit of a showcase and testing of the new changes that just went live with the patch this morning at the weekly reset. We found out in the TWAB last Thursday that they were going to do some tweaking and changes to Shatterdive, Glacial Wall, and its effectiveness towards other Guardians, both at the super level and normal level. I was automatically curious, and I'll go right into it. We put my buddy MTXO on, who's been a real big help this weekend through Trials, and we wanted to test it right away. Stood right next to a wall. I blasted it right away with Shatterdive, and we saw he was basically crushed. The next portion of that clip, I wanted to go ahead and still use my back wrists because that's typically how I'm utilizing most of my dives when I try to throw down the grenade and follow up with a shatter. I still feel it's very effective. From these few clips that I have just made this morning, I'm seeing the same lethality that we got the first time around. Now, if we go ahead and push it to the next portion of my demonstration, I wanted to see the effective range of it. In the first part of this clip, I had MT throwing a Darcy, and I had him stand roughly around 10, and we worked our way in. 10 is practically nothing. You see no damage to the character. The fall off is very real from around 10 meters. From 9, from 8, from 7, I had him stand at 6. And that was the closest that he could get without fully succumbing to all the damage that was the Glacial Wall as I'm Shatterdiving. He stood into 5, and 5 was roughly around the sweet spot that we found between each other that we're going to be lethal at full health regardless of slowed and anything else. So you could put together that if you're damaged going into some of these engagements, you got anywhere from a max of a 10 meter range to not get damaged by a Glacial Wall. This could create some discomfort, some many players still, even with these changes. Personally, I just think this is going to have to make most hunters that are utilizing this technique, and even some titans that are sitting around sliding those walls, are going to have to be a little bit more precise, because you're going to leave yourself vulnerable to pretty harsh damage, especially if you're going to have a good team that's already backing out, because some teams have made themselves accustomed to getting out of the fray because they know the telegraphed wall followed by a Shatterdive is close to follow. So to finish off, I wanted to test one more thing, because there were times that I feel like I was dying to my own nade, or vice versa. Other enemies I was playing, they definitely felt the burn of getting smashed by their own nade. But from this clip right here, we see MT has smashed me. The mitigation is very real here, very, very real. I had basically 80% life left over after him slamming my own wall and hugging it. So this kind of puts me in a better situation than most others, that not every ice on the field will be as lethal, where we're getting triple kills because your teammate threw a grenade and then the enemy by happenstance just so happened to smash, and then it's a team wipe. These changes, if you are a hunter and you are utilizing this, not much is going to change. In my very opinion, you're not going to be mapping people with this ability. You're not going to be taking out light supers anymore, which I think was a very, very well done change. It kind of needed to happen. I can honestly admit that I personally took advantage of that, especially when going against the light supers. A lot of solar top tree dawn blades over the weekend, and I just lured them inside on Pacifica, and it was pretty much all she wrote. Again, thank you all for taking the time to listen to this. I know a lot of people that follow me, that are part of the SNTR network, they're really curious on what exactly these changes were going to look like. Again, just to review, if you're throwing that grenade and you're slamming it in that Guardian, regardless of being slowed or even at full health, if they're within that 5 meter range, you have a lethal attack. You have a lethal strike that will leave them pretty much dead, if not a one-shot, depending on their reaction time and how quickly they get away. Again, thanks again for taking the time to watch this. Please like, share, and subscribe it. Come be a part of the live audience every Saturday, where we have two guests I bring on to interview, show you exactly what they're doing in a particular map that weekend in Trials, and exactly their overall PvP feel in Destiny. Monday through Friday over on the SNTR network, Lono goes through his daily topics, exactly what's going on in contemporary events that are in Destiny. So please be a part of that, because if you are a part of that network, you get perks that you can carry over in here. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.